I've just been wasting my life not playing this.
You are unduly concerned. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time. I must be prepared for anything. There are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area. I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Makes sense. The routes seem pretty bad.
There are a couple of zones that really suck. Like, Dragon Spine. But, if you wait to do those zones until you're fairly strong, then it's not a big deal at all.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about 500 years ago, too.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be
And Pete, you missed me going all over all the characters.
skills that are required of me.
But if you start playing, you immediately,
I'm unable to serve you.
I believe you immediately get the ability to look at all the characters.
Sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
So if you start playing, then you can go and see all the characters.
Yeah. There's monsters everywhere out there. It's pitch black and most...
I see. So, they have fought their way this far. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay.
Fair.
Now
The cat takes priority always.
Imagine if this was something that even the almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business. Me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely with the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end. So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Perhaps you are right.
So, one of the things, the lore things, if you don't mind spoilers, is A was not the original Raiden Shogun.
It won't be long now before
And I think that's what's going on now.
almighty Shogun for the last time. What a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like, but I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time. Once this catastrophe was...
The original Raiden Shogun was her sister who passed away, I believe, during the disaster of Conria. It isn't entirely clear when she passed away.
Goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea. The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea? I hope the others didn't see it. Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories.
It is not clear what Paimon is. When asked, Paimon says even she doesn't know.
The Almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me. I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Where should we go to find it?
I believe so.
Tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time,
So if you look up
every old man from 500
the
years ago
intro cutscene of Genshin Impact,
Paimon's
there's a god that separates the two twins, right? My theory
There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
is that Paimon is a reborn one of those goddesses. So my theory is she's related to the goddess that split up the twins and started this whole adventure, basically.
The traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellence?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro.
Oh, sure. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform
That's
you
just
about
my
the
theory.
visit.
It's
The tea set.
there's like hundreds of theories on who Paimon is.
I'm not going to seek
Um,
Kamisato. Actually,
I think it
I'd
makes
spend
the
this time
most
chatting with the traveler.
sense
Please, fetch the tea set at your convenience.
No. I am your humble
that
servant.
she
I
is
daren't think of my own
related
convenience when the almighty
to
Shogun graces
that
me with
particular
presence.
goddess.
I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
I seldom have the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the
Ah,
third Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto.
there you go. That's that mystery revealed.
He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw
Makoto was the one that passed away.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future held by living beings. They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euphania, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot.
I was kind of debating on starting a new playthrough for this challenge because the challenge is 30 hours of streaming Genshin. And I was kind of debating on starting a new playthrough just from the beginning and so everyone could see everything. But I realized I have so much shit to do on this account that if I do start a new playthrough, it probably won't be until like halfway through the challenge or something.
Constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal. To put it simply, I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and
Okay. Yeah. So, I
Is the definition
will hopefully win Primogens for if I manage to stream 30 hours within the next few days. I don't think I'm gonna make it to 30 hours, just because streaming is very tiring. I'm not used to it yet. I'm sure it's tiring even for people who are used to streaming, but I'm very much not used to streaming, so we'll see. But yeah, full disclaimer, I do win prizes if I manage to stream very quickly. And yeah. There is a claim limit. So it's like the first 3,000 people that reach 30 hours get a big prize.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
So even if I do make it to 30 hours, I don't, I highly doubt I'm going to be the part of the first 3,000. Because it's just, I am dealing with a medical thing right now, and I'm already tired, and, yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to take some pretty often breaks to take painkillers and stuff like that, so, we'll just see. Yeah, it is pretty cool. It's definitely, it's a good incentive because Primogens are the main currency to summon characters.
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long.
So I definitely want some of those.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate.
But yeah, I definitely won't, over push myself.
Well, this chance won't come often. I've watched Furuyama Booty on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself. The tea is ready. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it. You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saibu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted. But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may.
Uh-oh.
The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saibu, they also took Makoto away from me, for good.
She died in that disaster too?
Oh, okay. So yeah, my thoughts were right.
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening, yes, it was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point.
Yeah. Yeah, you get prizes for watching me as well.
Enter into her mind.
So if you, I'm not sure. I think you have until
Be somewhere similar
the
to the plane of her family.
30th to claim them.
It was there that we bid each other our final farewell.
Don't quote me on that. It was in the rules, but
Even
yeah,
in those
you
final
you have a
moments,
week or so to claim them if you decide to start playing.
why did she go to Konya first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely, and brought it back to Inazuma.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about.
Ooh.
No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond my mind.
Interesting. I don't remember this part.
She had such a great love for this land and for its people. In this respect, I still do not compare to her. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person,
Brother? I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that he was somehow involved in the Kamiya disaster?
based on what we've learned so far, seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over, and also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma, and the fate of those closest to me. So, I'm afraid I can't help you.